This massive chunk of green fiber optic glass was 8 inches in thick, meaning that I had to break as many thick flakes off early on so I can get it thin. The length of this piece makes it a great candidate to turn into a big dagger or a knife blade, and that's what I'm hoping to do. The problem with this piece is that all 4 sides of this rectangle are thick 90-degree edges. To remove these square edges, I'm using a zigzag technique in which I remove one flake and then flip the piece over and remove another. This is likely one of the earliest forms of stone tool making, and our ancestors have been doing this for a long time. The square edges have been removed, but the piece is still really thick for how long it is. At this stage, I have to remove thick, large thinning flakes that'll help this piece get down to the appropriate thinness. These strikes have to be very precise, as if I miss strike, I could break the piece in half, and I definitely want to preserve the length on this piece. Not everything goes my way, however, and I unfortunately broke too large of a flake off that caused the piece to crack in the tip. Fortunately, I still have a lot of length to work with, and the crack also made it look a little bit like a knife blade shape. This was beneficial because I decided that I was going to turn this into a knife. I used a deer antler to thin pieces off of the edge and shape the overall knife, and then I created the tang. The last step before the blade is ready to be attached to the antler handle is to create some sharp serrations. The emerald green cat's eye knife is now complete, and I decided to use an elk antler with a natural curve for the handle. Despite breaking it in the process, this knife turned out great, and I really like the bright color and reflection. This massive chunk of green